Hello, welcome to another first appearance rating video, and let's start out with a difficult book to rate. Um, a Silver Age, SpiderMan 37, first Norman Osborn. Here's my copy, decent copy, beautiful copy, except for this corner here with a pretty bad crease. I give a closer look later, okay, as far as the story inside. Somewhere on the spine, but other than that, this book is beautiful. It's white page in the inside. This book is hard to rate because even though it's the first time you see Norman, the character Norman Osborn, it's the Green Goblin. The Green Goblin is a 5 out of 5. Okay, so it's I have to give Norman Osborn the same, 5 out of 5, because I like everything about the Green Goblin. His secret identity is finally revealed. Well, kind of. It's a fun backstory to what Ditko want and what Stanley want, and I'm not gonna go into it. But for those that want to do your own research on that, go ahead and try it. Look it up. It's kind of fun to see the takes on what Ditko wanted to do with the character and what Stan originally wanted to do with the character. And sadly, Ditko left the book before Norman revealed his true identity in issue 39 when John Romita Sr. took over the book. So we will never know for sure if Ditko really wanted things to turn out that way. I'm not sure. But so as far as Norman himself, in here, of course, you don't know yet that he's the Green Goblin. The backstory and the hint and the clues that left in this story was more interesting than the actual villain, Professor Strom. And near the end of the story, Professor Strom was about to reveal some kind of secret, and then Norman Osborn was gonna shoot him to kill him, so that his secret will be kept secret, of course. And it's if I was buying this book, I would definitely be excited to see what happened next, because sure, I wouldn't know for sure that this is the Green Goblin. But anyhow, the character get a 5 out of 5. The story get a 3.5 out of 5, because I really like the seed that's planted. It got the hook as far as the story for me to be excited to see what happened next with Norman Osborn. I'm sure the payoff will be issue 39 being awesome. So 8.5 out of 10 for the first appearance of Norman Osborn. The next book is a character that I have a meh relationship and then somewhat a hate relationship. It's all on me because of, I think, more of a generation thing. When this character was introduced back in 1990. Okay, here's pick and choose whatever you want, doesn't matter. But here's my copy I bought off the rack. I was already 24. I was living in Boston, and by this point, I have a different taste in comic books, and certainly I had my strong love for the X-Men, the original team. But then as far as other characters that was introduced in the 90s, I was never really all that jazzed about them. So it's more of me, okay. I don't hate them. I dislike them more. That's the best way I can describe. I don't hate Gambit. Okay, Gambit has a cool name, has a cool look, but I dislike Gambit more as his popularity rose over the past 20 years, because I don't get it. Okay, his power, I'm not all too thrilled about the energy with the card. His look is cool, but at the same time, I'm not a big fan of capes and trench coat. The functionality, sure, it look cool, but really, who want to run around with a trench coat when it's like 95 degrees and hot, right? But then again, you're talking about comic books. People wear tights, silly looking tights. So trying to justify costumes sometimes can be silly. But as far as, you know, the name, the look, the power, I give him a 3 out of 5. Okay, above average. Certainly, I like the name and the look. Okay, power, not so much. And as far as the story, I'm okay with the story. Actually, the art for this book is drawn by somebody that I had never heard of, and it's Mike Collins. It's actually very good art, you know, much better than the Andy Kubert covers. I'm a big fan of Andy Kubert, but this gotta be not one of his best efforts. On top of that, the Gambit costume, holy moly, thank goodness that's not the way his costume looked. From the waist up, it was okay, but what's up with this pants? And I'm not sure if Andy got the right look for Gambit. But the story was okay. You know, I give a 3 out of 5. Nothing above average. You know, it's okay. So it's a 6 out of 10. Not high mark for Gambit, but that's just me. I'm sure a lot of people might hate on this video because Gambit is their favorite X-Man. I bet a lot of people think that way, but maybe because they also start collecting comic books in the 90s. And you know, same thing with Deadpool. I think Deadpool is a generation thing with me also, and I'm probably will give the same kind of rating to Deadpool once I get around to do a video on Deadpool. It's just not all that interesting to me. Not then, not now, and not in the future. But it's just me. Last for this video is a recent hot book, and it has no reason to be hot. None whatsoever. Caliban. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Caliban? I don't know. This book. X-Men 148. He's about as bland as white rice. Okay, that's about the best compliment I can give Caliban. Personality, looks, power. Yeah, there's not much more to say. And then as far as the story, there's a lot of subplot that's going on with this storyline, and you know, the best part of this book. Let me show you. Is the last page. Magneto. Whoa! If I bought this book off the rack, I think I would have been excited to see the next month, and then I would have felt disappointed because the next month, 149, once again, Magneto was only a subplot backstory that appeared on only one page. I would have to wait another month to issue 150 to see the big fight with Magneto. So, so Caliban got a 2 out of 5. And as far as look, name, power, I don't hate him, but at the same time, forgettable. I can't imagine anyone liking Caliban, and I can't imagine him having any kind of big roles in any movies. He's hot because he's in the next X-Men movies. He might be in 2 scenes. So whoever it is that pay a lot of money for these books right now, oh my, that's pain coming. Pains. As far as the story, because of the teaser at the end, that got a 3 out of 5. You know, the story was okay, average, but you know, it got me excited to see Magneto at the end. So this book got a 5 out of 10, average. And that's it. If you want to see the inside of the SpiderMan book, stick around. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Bye. Okay, so here's a close-up look of SpiderMan 37. Really beautiful copy outside of the corner thing right there. But the rest of the book, as you can see, really nice. I bought this, gosh, must be in the 90s. And the inside, as you can see, a little bit yellow, but you know, for a 1966 Silver Age Marvel book, this is, I think, about as good as I can find it, as far as not tan or really brown. On the page you can see nice and white. You have the Steve Ditko art here. At this point of Steve Ditko career, you know, his work is fairly consistent. Sadly, as I mentioned, he will be leaving this title shortly. I always chuckle when I see this pen right here. So that's one crazy looking girl. I think that's one thing that I think both Ditko and Stan and Jack Kirby has some similarity in that it's not their strength to draw pretty women, pretty female characters. So not until you know, Marvel got Romita and Moshima that you start to see prettier female characters. There you go. I believe that's the first time you see Harry and Norman together. It's a fun book, fun story. Let me zip to the end. Let's see. Okay, so here's a part at the end. My question is, why didn't he shoot Spider-Man instead of shoot the other guy, the scientist, to conceal his identity? Wouldn't it be easier to shoot trying to kill Spider-Man? There you go, and then of course you see him with the gun. So he was a shooter. The motive to shoot, to conceal his identity, of course, was revealed later, because he doesn't want the world to know that he is the Goblin. But like I said, I would have just shot Spider-Man if I was him. And that's it. That's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Bye.